my friends, have a beer when I'm thirsty. My friends, lend an ear when I'm sad. My friends, hold me up when life hurts me. They love me even when I can't. I got a sweet little house, y'all, as pretty as you please. Blue skies and butterflies, birds and the bees. But I'm a traveling man with miles to go. The kindness of the world is my second home. Yep. Where my friends have a beer when I'm thirsty. My friends lend an ear when I'm sad. My friends hold me up when life hurts me. They love me even when I can't. Let's say you're going through a rough time. Maybe you screwed up bad. Well, I hope you've got someone who doesn't mind seeing you like that. Someone to hug you and love you and keep you in the game. And I hope someday you get to do the same. Because we all get down in the weeds sometimes. We take the weight of this whole world on our uphill climb. But there's rest and there's comfort and there's a hand to hold all along the way for a willing soul. My friends, have a beer when I'm thirsty. My friends, lend an ear when I'm sad. My friends, hold me up when life hurts me. That's right. They love me. My friends, have a beer when I'm thirsty. My friends, lend an ear when I'm sad. My friends, hold me up when life hurts me. They love me even when I can't. They love me even when I can't. Howdy, friends. Oh, man, I love being here tonight. And thank everyone for braving the weather. Man, this is heaven. This is like the payoff. These are the payoff days here. When we're in August, like kicking at the ground, throwing stuff around. It's great to be in Austin, my hometown. This is, I haven't been downtown since March playing music. And so it's great to see a lot of friends and just be down here. This place I've been coming since I was about 8 years old. One thing I miss about coming down a plane is hearing someone talk about how Austin used to be so cool. My family, I moved here when I was 8, so that's 1969. And go play, and someone always says, man, Austin used to be so cool. It happens every week. I'd come down here and you go, yeah, man, cool. How long you been here? I got here in 2015. Yeah, man, it got uncool right after you got here. That's right. It made me think, ain't none of us here in beautiful Weddell's Oak Garden that came from here. We all came from someplace else. Because human beings, we move around a lot, Crops fail and relationships go south and people just get in trouble. You got to move. And the fact we all think it was always cooler back here in this great town. This is a great city, isn't it? I love it. It still is cool. It's cool as hell. It's one of the best cities in the world. I get to travel all over. And it's still special. I'm glad it's my home still. I bet this is what I think. I think Comanches probably about 1850 would gather on that ridge west of town and look down and go, man, this place used to be so cool. Anyway, we all came from somewhere else. This song about a couple moving around and they got to move. We can keep kicking at the ground, cursing this old town, dragging ass around, but we can move on. We can keep looking back down that road where the sweet corn used to grow. But when the winds of change blow, it's time to move on. Yeah, I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep. But sometimes you gotta let that river flow. And nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. But right now we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. Ready or not, it's time to move on. We can keep talking about the good old days, Granddaddy's ways, till we're blue in the face. We can move on. Looks like we're wasting time. Put your hand in mine, no telling what we'll find when we move on. I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep. But sometimes you gotta let that river flow. And nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. And right now we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. Ready or not, it's time to move on. Ready, Ron? It's Ron Flint, yo. I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep. But sometimes you gotta let that river flow. And nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. But right now we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. Ready or not, it's time to move on. Hey, baby, what do you say? Why should we stay? I'm good to go today. Let's move on. Yeah, put your hand in mine, no telling what we'll find. I'm moving on down the line, baby, let's move on. Time to move on. Ron Flint.
Texas Radio Live, Walt Wilkins with Ron Flint on a beautiful Texas evening here at Güeros.
So perfect.
And I'm one of those guys sometimes. I'll get kind of grumbly, you know. And I remember when that wasn't a restaurant over there. That was Poke, Speed, and Seed. But now it's Güeros, and I think it might be even cooler now.
It is cooler now.
Isn't it?
That was a win.
Yeah.
That was a win.
So let me ask you this, though. How many old Austin music fans does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
10, 1 to screw in the light bulb, and 9 to stand around and talk about how cool the old light bulb was.
Yep.
But, you know, I think some people move here for the right reasons, because of the music.
Yeah.
And because of the cool vibes in town. And we welcome them with open arms.
That's the truth.
We got Walt Wilkins with Ron Flint here live, Texas Radio Live on Sun Radio.
Oh, man. Ron Flint is in this great music city, one of the great music cities in the whole planet. And Ron Flint, there is no one more revered or respected than my friend and collaborator, Ron. And
thank you, Walt.
It's great to be out downtown playing with him tonight. We've been together. We've been producing a record together the last 2 weeks on a guy named Bo Brumble. But it's cool to be out in the fresh air. And playing on Sun Radio. This is the station, you know, this is our family station. The station where I still hear songs that I have to wait and listen to see who it was, you know. Go download the music, which I just learned how to do. Thank you. As we speak, my sister's packing up the speakers on a stereo. Out the door on the man she swore she loved forever 2 years ago. He's a stand-up guy, I don't know why she would ever leave him. But I guess we've all got our reasons. There's a guy we got loaded trailers on the dock. He must be out of his mind. Got a couple of degrees from that university, man, he's way overqualified. We all wonder what it is about this work genius might find so pleasing. But I guess we've all got our reasons. Yeah, there's history and mystery hidden right beneath our skin. It's all a part of who we are and this life we live. Now if I ever get to heaven, got some questions, hope the good Lord ain't offended. Give us so much pain between the cradle and the grave, is that what was intended? I don't have to know why God put stars in the sky, fool, the change of seasons. I guess we've all got our reasons. Yeah, there's history and mystery hidden right beneath our skin. It's all a part of who we are and this life we live. I don't have to know why God put stars in the sky, fool, the change of seasons. Yeah, I guess we've all got our reasons. I guess we've all got our reasons. We've all got our reasons.
Man, it's good to be.
It's good to be us tonight. I had shrimp tacos and a margarita and a beer and then my wife's margarita. I just can't believe it's some of the people I'm looking at that I haven't seen since March, you know? And it just feels so good. I'm a Sunday driver, a soul survivor, a tiger on Saturday night. I'm not done roaring yet. As for regret, I keep it out of sight. It's not like I'm old, but I've seen some road and no one can take that away. I look back at the miles sometimes between midnight and day. I've been on the bus with Willie, and I hung out with Mickey Newberry. I survived Music Row. I met John Henry Fogg, and I heard Wendell Berry talk. And I'm amazed by the poets I know. And this life that I live is mostly a gift from these songs I play. They've been fine companions between midnight and day. Between midnight and day, when the colors and the noise fade away and the voices gather. Between midnight and day. When the hands meet up at 12 and I'm alone with myself and the angels and the ghosts become more real. These spirits that are with me in these darkest hours, they give me the freedom to feel. And when sunlight sweeps the skies, it fills my eyes and I'm up and on my way. I'm grateful for the hours between midnight and day. I'm grateful for the quarter turn between midnight and day.
Texas Radio Live on Sun Radio with Walt Wilkins and LeBron Flint on the keyboards between midnight and day. Oh, man. You know, it's been so fun over the past couple of months because we get to do this here at Weros that all the artists come up and go, it's so good to be playing in front of people. Mm-hmm. And I guess you know some of these folks.
I know some of these people. I vouch for a whole bunch of them. You know?
Yeah. And playing is one part of the whole thing. Driving is another.
Driving is a big part of it.
In your self-written bio on your website, you say, I play music and I drive. Do you miss the driving?
Yes.
Really?
I did. Yeah. You know, when the first when that happened,
yeah.
For like 3 months, didn't leave the house enough where like Tina was like, when, is there anything you could, any gig anywhere that you could do? But then people started doing not even house concerts, you know, playing yards, you know, keeping everything outside. And I've been doing that since probably May. So I've been all over Texas again, but just playing out in people's yards. I've seen some really nice yards.
I would imagine.
Yards.
People that have nice yards want to hear a Walt Wilkins song.
Well, they want to show off their yards to their neighbors, I think. Too, yeah.
You mentioned One on the Way as far as an album. Isn't that with Kevin Welch?
No, that was 2 years ago. That
Oh,
was a live record that Kevin and I did live at the Rock Room here in West Austin.
Oh yeah,
a production of Steve Stagner, a great
over by the
Austinite.
Country Club.
That's right. He's hosted great shows there for years, and did a show. They recorded a live show with Kevin and I. It was really special.
So what's the new one?
The new one is just a record. I haven't made a record of my new songs in about 5 years. So this is called Perdinalis, and just songs that I've written since the last record, mostly,
Yeah.
and one cover. And
Ron's in on this too.
Oh yeah, Ron and I did it together, and we.
So you're co-producers.
We are.
And Ron, don't you have a new record that's out now?
Yeah, I have a single. It's called Caddy's Second Chance, and so many people have been so kind to buy it. I should say thank you. So if any of y'all are among them, and if you're not, well, perhaps you can be.
So you guys are kind of rare though in the Austin music scene. You make your music kind of in the northwestern part.
It's rare. Like I always used to say over the Saxon, I look at these people, y'all that live around town. I know what Cedar Park is like for y'all. So it's like those great maps from the Middle Ages where if anything past the ocean, it has like monsters and stuff. And I know what it's like. That's okay.
Well, you guys have a big in Cedar Park. You got a big arena.
We do
kind of big shows, but why aren't there any music clubs up there like Güeros or the Saxon?
Judging by our neighborhood, which is safe and quiet.
Yeah.
And safe and quiet. It's great up there. It was everything we needed to raise a family, and have a safe place when I was on the road. I used to be on the road all the time. And so it was a great place. Cedar Park's been wonderful for us, but it's not like y'all where you're out and you like to go out. Most people kind of stay in and raise kids, so there's a great brew pub up there. That's good. That was a good start. Yeah. And
don't we? No,
these people don't have kids,
no,
Kevin.
They don't. I'm sorry.
They're having fun. And so
my information was incorrect again. Well, we're glad that you come way down here to South Austin to play for us sometimes. And
I love being
glad
here.
to have you here again tonight.
Thanks, brother. It's great to see you, Kevin. I figure we met each other 8 years ago, something like that.
I've been thinking about this for the past couple of days. All right. We were on the floor of the old Studio 6A, the old home of Austin City Limits, when I met you. And I don't remember the year or why, but you were assigned to go up to Willie's hometown to get a sign.
That's right.
What was that for?
It was Willie's 60th birthday.
Oh my God!
For CBS, and I was a location scout for movies, and my job was to go up and get a sign from Abbott, Texas, a highway sign.
Yeah,
I got it legally. I didn't steal it. I mean,
right.
I actually this was a sanctioned event, But
I remember you told the story, and I thought, man, that's kind of a cool gig.
It was a good job.
So 60 plus, that would have been 27 years ago.
I think so. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that was a great show too.
It's a fun show. You remember that show?
Willie and Ray Charles and Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, who was indecipherable. That night with Marty Stewart, playing with Marty Stewart. Do you remember Bonnie Raitt and B.B. King playing Nightlife together?
Yes, I do.
There was some good stuff that night. It was fun.
We were lucky, but we're lucky to be here too at Güeros and the Oak Garden with Walt Wilkins on Sun Radio.
We are so fortunate, Kevin. And I'm not kidding. I'm not. And I believe me, y'all. I took a test once, a psychological thing I had to, and I found out I was incapable of kissing ass. And so what I'm about to say, which would have helped this time, if I could, what I was going to say is, and we live here with a great radio station that reflects the culture of the town and gives back, and that's y'all. And I appreciate that. Sun Radio.
Thank you very much.
I'm just trying to read my set list here.
Put that away and sing a song.
Deal. Here's a song about the sun. I am one more pilgrim on this road low and high. Through this land of miracles, I've been traveling all night. I'm tangled with the darkness. I swear in moments I was blind, till the dawn came up around me. I could see the way unwind. I am the road behind me. I am the road ahead. Lifted by this rocky ridge, cradled by the river bed. Harmony of motion through the wide expanse of time. Sunlight through the heavens, watch it shine, shine. Watch it shine. They say there's iron in these mountains, and in bone and skin and mud. They say that iron only comes from stars. So stars are in my blood, red and blue and purple. The shadows grow and fade, spreading all directions from where it all was made. I am the road behind me. I am the road ahead. Lifted by this rocky ridge, cradled by the river bed. A harmony of motion through the wide expanse of time. Sunlight through the heavens, watch it shine. Watch it shine. Watch it shine. Watch it shine.
Watch it shine. Walt Wilkins with Ron Flint, Texas Radio Live here on Sun Radio. Going to take a really quick break and we'll be back with more here on Sun Radio.
Support comes from Güeros Taco Bar on South Congress, now open for dine-in service inside Güeros and on the patio. The health and safety of guests and staff is top priority, and Güeros will be adhering to all recommended health and safety practices while serving fresh margaritas, tender fajitas, or queso flameado. Curbside to-go food and alcohol still available as well. Full details at güeros.com.
Support for Texas music on Sun Radio comes from Fifth Generation Incorporated, makers of Tito's Handmade Vodka. Pot distilled and made from corn in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume and 80 proof, Tito's Handmade Vodka is crafted to be consumed responsibly. More online at titosvodka.com.
Support for Sun Radio's Green Initiative comes from AutoNation Chevrolet on Research Boulevard in North Austin, featuring the fully electric 2020 Bolt and the entire Chevrolet cars and trucks. A portion of every AutoNation sale is donated to the American Cancer Society's search for the cure. More info on new vehicles, certified used, and available financing online at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from Tecovas, makers of handcrafted men's and women's cowboy boots, plus leather bags, apparel, and accessories that are all designed in Austin, Texas. Find yours at their store on South Congress Avenue or at the Domain North Side and at Tecovas.com. Tecovas.
And Tacova is right across the street, just up the hill a little bit here from Güeros. It's been very supportive of our efforts to support Austin music. And we have a kind of a fill the boot thing we stole from the fire department, but we've got a beautiful Tacovas boot. If you didn't have a chance to support Sun Radio and our foundation on the way in, that boot's going to come around the crowd here this evening. And if you could possibly support us, we would really appreciate it. This is a weekly fundraiser for the Sun Radio Foundation, a show that was co-founded by David Arnsbarger and Larry Monroe. And I just got a text from David. I don't think he'd mind me sharing this. Dang, so wish I was there, but just hearing Brother Walt does my heart and soul good.
Oh, thanks, man.
And I think that's true
Hi,
for all
David.
of us, don't y'all? Once again, live here on Texas Radio Live, Walt Wilkins with Ron Flint.
Thank you, Kevin. Y'all put a bunch of money in that cool Tacoma boot. I got a pair of Tacomas, man. They're good. Good boots. And y'all put a bunch of money in there, man. We're gonna be inside for a while. It's good to have good radio. Well, tonight is Ron Flint's wife's birthday. So here's a song for Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Baby. This song is called Days. You know, it's one way to measure time. A place to start, and a place to go. A mind, a heart, and an open road. And it can all go a million ways. And that's what we get. And we get days. A fire at home and work to do, and some hard seasons to get through. Some fly like arrows, some feel like a maze, a path wide and narrow, and days. Sunrise and a sunset. What's behind and what's not yet? A chance to ride this light before it fades. Here they come, there they go, days. You make some turns, then you grow and change, and everything around you will do the same. Life moves in circles, and it moves in ways, and still blessed and simple days. A sunrise and a sunset. What's behind and what's not yet? A chance to ride this light before it fades. Here they come, there they go, days. A chance to ride this light before it fades. Happy birthday, bruh. Days. A chance to ride the light before it fades. This is a good one right here. Days. All right. Love you, baby. Man, Brooke, man, she's a great cook. And I'm not saying that, Brooke, just because I'm going to be in the studio tomorrow and I don't have any lunch plans. I'm not saying that. All right. All the grace it takes to be on your own, all the miles you make when the world is your home. All the comfort you dream of, comfort you find. All the ways your days spin into gold, all the names of the saints written on your soul. The saints you know and the saints you'll find. That's how much I love you. That's how much. That's how much that's how much I love you. A river of tears, it runs back through time. Oh, the moon rises, oh, the stars shine. Let's just watch it shine. That's how much I love you. That's how much. That's how much that's how much I love you. Oh, the wonders of this world, all the silver in every pearl and every pearl. That's how much I love you. That's how much. That's how much that's how much that's how much I love you. That's how much. That's how much, that's how much, that's how much I love you. That's how much I love you. That's how much I love you. That's how much, how much I love. That's how much I love. That's how much.
That's how much I love you. I don't love you much, do I?
That's
Texas Radio Live with Walt Wilkins, accompanied by Ron Flint here, live at Sun Radio from Hueros in South Austin on a beautiful autumn evening. Did you mention that Ron's wife's birthday is today?
right now.
Is she here?
Uh-uh.
Oh, is she home listening? Ron, is she listening or is she watching The Crown? Oh, she is here. Well, is there any kind of sing-along that y'all can think about that we could all do together?
I guess Day in the Life. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. What? Y'all come on. Happy birthday. They sing better than this in Cedar Park. Happy birthday. All right. That's not going to make it, y'all. This is a wonderful woman married to a famous rock and roll star.
Wait a minute. I thought she was married to me.
That's our other act, Hummus and Tabbouleh. All right, y'all, try to get in touch with your small town roots, you know, the Church of Christ and all that. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I ain't seen you so long, you grew long hair. Happy birthday, dear brother. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. That's so nice. Thank you, Kevin.
That's the way to do happy birthday, right? Live on Texas
Live
Radio,
on the
live
radio.
for Buenos
Hell yeah.
on Sun Radio.
Right on. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Little dumpster crash back there, too.
All right. Well, we had a request from our dear friend Nikki out listening to live. And the deal is, because of, what we're going through all together, we can only have 2 people on stage. But is the guy that made that rule here? He is here. Well, then we're not going to do that song. Okay. All right.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Sorry, Nikki.
Yeah, come on.
I just thought it's my wife. We're
Right.
not going to give each other COVID. Hey, baby.
Tina, you can share.
Will you come sing a song and share a mic with me? For anyone that doesn't know, that's my wife, y'all. Tina Mitchell Wilkins. And sweet Nikki wanted to hear this song, so we're going to play it because we love her. And we met in Nashville. She's a brilliant songwriter and great singer, as you're about to see. This is a song that's been recorded by a bunch of folks over the years. My favorite version is by Kenny Rogers, but there's been some others too. Someone somewhere tonight is taking their first steps, letting go of the hands that have held them, and trusting themselves. While someone somewhere tonight is hearing their last rites and hoping with all their might that there's something else. Well, babe, lie down here beside me. Let's lie real still. Tell me you love me. You always will. Well, someone somewhere tonight is tasting their first kiss, whispering softly this wish for this night to go on. While someone somewhere is holding on to a bottle, pouring one more and praying that God will get them through till the dawn. Well, baby, lie down here beside me. Let's lie real still. Tell me you love me. You always will. Someone somewhere tonight is stuck in a prison, and they're breathing, but they're just barely living behind walls of their own. But someone somewhere tonight just found their own wings, found some beauty, found some strength, found some meaning in spite of it all. Yeah, baby, lie down here beside me. Let's lie real still. Tell me you love me. You always will. You always will.
Walt and Tina Wilkins harmonizing so beautifully together. The Ron Flint on that great piano solo.
Woo!
Texas Radio Live at Güeros. So Walt, you said in one of the songs before that you survived Music Row. You did about 10 years.
I did 10 years. I did 10 years.
Yeah. And you met Tina there?
I met Tina there, and our son Luke was born there.
Sounds like a fair trade to me.
It was a good trade. It was a good trade. I missed 10 years of living in this great city, but I've always gone places and come back, you know.
Yeah. And
it's
Nashville has some really good things too.
Oh,
There's
my
a lot
God.
of great people up there and a lot of great songwriters.
You know, it's an amazing place full of the world's greatest songwriters all packed into one. You know, Austin has a bunch.
Yeah.
Nashville has a bunch more, you know, because they come from all over the world. And Nashville's got great pickers, and it's got a river. It ain't pretty like ours, but it's got a culture. It was great. I had a great time. Look, I lived in a place where John Prine drove by in his Cadillac every day, you know, and I saw Webb Wilder in my neighborhood grocery store.
There you go.
Twice a week. So, and there's all characters, you know, it's fun. Good deal.
And Walt has a bunch of great songs. I think we have time for 2 more. So whatever you guys want to play.
All right. Whatever we want to play. Whatever you want. Well, I had made a list and I can't see it, you know, so,
well, can I make a request?
Anything.
Trains I Missed.
You bet. Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Here's another song of the year about 7 years ago. Oh my God. Here's to the trains I missed, loves I lost, bridges I burned, rivers I never crossed. Here's to the call I didn't hear, signs I didn't heed, roads I couldn't take, and the maps I just would not read. It's a big old world, but I found my way, and the hell and the hurt led me straight to this. Here's to the trains I missed. I've been a clown, I've been a fool, and I pushed on every chance. I crossed 1,000 lines trying to crawl out of God's hands. But there were stones I did not throw, hearts I did not break. Hope I held on to my silver shining thread of faith. It's a big old world, but I found my way, and the hell and the hurt led me straight to this. Here's to the trains I missed. Here's to this place I found. All the love I know, the earth and sky that I call home. Here's to the things that I need, bigger than me, and the moments I find myself right where I'm more need. Right here. It's a big old world, but I found my way, and the hell and the hurt led me straight to this. Oh, it's a big old world, but I found my way, and the hell and the hurt led me straight to this. Here's to the trains I missed. Ron Flint, yo. Yes, sir. Well, I can't see my list. Do you remember any of the songs we're supposed to do, Ron? We went to the trouble of making a set list. Extraordinary amount of effort. What's that, Amelia?
Well, we might have played most of them, Walter.
I can't do that one. Thank you. I can't do that one. Sorry. All right. Well, let's do we did. Let's close with a song. This is from this new record we're making. I wrote this song with Kelly McWee from Sun Radio and Drew Kennedy and Josh Grider. So we'll do this song.
Wait a minute. That sounds like 4/5 of the Traveling Red River song.
It is 80%.
Yeah. What a great group. And if you ever get a chance to see them all together, it's fantastic. I know you're not going to be able to do the Red River Songwriter Festival.
Can't do the festival
in January up in New Mexico. But looking towards the spring, the Walt Stock and Barrel Festival.
We're hoping, man. Thanks, Kevin, for mentioning. Yeah, we hope so. We'll see.
That's a cool one. I need to get out there.
Kevin, you got to get out there. It's really cool.
So you and Kelly wrote this.
Kelly and Drew and Josh and I wrote this after a gig.
Who started it?
Well, Josh was talking about is Josh Grider, great songwriter. And
I'm always fascinated how these songs grow.
We were in the van after a gig. We'd had a great gig, the Red River Songwriters, outside of Fort Worth in a theater. We were having a big night. And part of this life is getting to be a teenager forever. That's for sure. And we were in a great mood, like kids in the van. And we headed to the hotel, and the hotel was close. And Josh was talking about his band in college. And I said, I said, Josh, was it a country band that kind of did other stuff, or what were we on? He goes, man, I don't know what we were, but we were something. I said, that's a cool title. We were something.
We were something.
And it started out just, we were throwing lines at each other, and ended up from a story about Josh Grider's college band to a song about illicit sex. So here you go. I don't know, you know. You didn't know that? Okay. It wasn't in the stars. You and me. But we burned across the sky till there was nothing left to see. If true love is set in stone, we were embers on the wind, rising from a fire that never should have been. We were everything, off and running. We were everything, and now we're nothing. But for a while, were we something? In the middle of the night, how our hearts would beat when the diamonds in your eyes only shine for me. And I guess I should have known that we could not last. But I would not change a thing if I could go back. When we were everything, we were loved. We were everything, and now we're nothing. But for a while, were we something? And for a while, were we something?
Oh, man. Weren't we something?
Weren't we something?
Brand new from Walt Wilkins. And that'll be on the new album in the new year, which I hope is a better year. No guarantees, but let's hope.
No guarantees.
Perdonalis and Ron Flint's on that record. That's Ron
Yes,
Flint
he is.
with
Ron
a Y
Flint.
on Flint. Happy birthday to Mrs. Flint out here. To Mrs. Wilkins, thank you so much for coming up and singing so beautifully. Thank you, Walt. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin. It's great to see you, and I appreciate you here very much.
Thank you to Jeremy Parker for doing the live sound and the live stream, and Ben Bethay, our producer. And thank you to the underwriters who make a show like this possible. ABC Home and Commercial Services, who came to my house today, and thank you for that. Bud Light, Austin Water, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Austin Subaru, Frontier Bank of Texas, AutoNation Chevrolet West Austin, The Natural Gardener, starring the natural DJ, John Dromgoole, and Tecovas. And I think we have one more opportunity to pass the boot this evening, the Tecovas boot. They're beautiful boots made down in Mexico, but sold right across the street. Please support the Sun Radio Foundation. By doing that, you enable us to do what we do. You are the lifeblood of our radio station, so we can continue to bring you Texas Radio Live all year long. I'm Kevin Connor. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock here on listener supported. That's the most important thing. Solar powered Sun Radio.
Sun Radio. Thanks, y'all.
KTSN AM Austin, K241DA Austin, KTSN HD1 Austin, and K261DW Austin. The best music under the sun is at sunradio.com.
And you've got it in tune to the best music under the sun, solar-powered, listener-supported Sun Radio. Good evening. I'm Ben Maffei. I'll be with you here now till 11 p.m. Thanks to everyone that joined us for Texas Radio Live, the last hour down at Huero's Taco Bar, our weekly fundraiser to support the Sun Radio Foundation. Some great live music from Walt Wilkins. And you can join us next Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. with live music from Oscar Ornelius. And, we are, doing things in kind of a limited capacity. Masks are required, and social distancing is enforced if you do come out to Huero's. And if you don't make it out, that's totally fine. You can listen to the show on Sun Radio via one of our many frequencies across Central Texas, and of course worldwide at sunradio.com on the free Sun Radio smartphone app for iPhone and Android. On the way, I've got Tom Petty from the Wildflowers and All the Rest release, new music from Kathleen Edwards, some classic Chuck Berry, some new ZZ Ward. Got new music now from Of Monsters and Men with Visitor on Sun Radio.
Let's not make this complicated.